Guys, back in the 85 today, and gonna be starting up my fertilizer today. And I bought some new hitches for my 2018 Ram 2500 and I need to unlock my toolbox. I recently bought myself a new tank, and I got this quick coupler installed for the fertilizer to go from here to the pump, which is over there, and then from the pump it goes into my well here, which sends it into my system. But my hose that I need to connect here doesn't have a quick coupler, so I went to town and I picked up this thing here. It's a 3/4 inch to I think it's a 1/2 inch. I think this is a 1/2 inch hose anyway. And so yeah, I'm gonna take out this piece here and then install this guy, put Teflon on it, install this guy, and try to get my fertilizer going. Alright, so I got that new piece in there. Gonna connect the hose now to here, and I think that's the only hose I actually need to connect. Those two are connected there. That one's still connected to the well, so gotta just loosen this hose barb here, and we should be ready to rock and roll. Perfect. Alright, let's hook up the hose and then see if we can get started. And it is a chilly, it was a chilly 25 degrees this morning, and it's supposed to get up to 77 I believe today, and then 79 tomorrow, and then it's supposed to drop down to high of 30 something on the next day. So not getting the best of weather out there, but we've been fighting wind as well. So much wind. It's been terrible. All right. So we should be able to open this up now. Yes, sir. And the fertilizer is pumping down the hose, or it's going down the hose. And now the fertilizer is going to go down this hose here, go around there, all the way to here, and it's going to go into the pump here. And then it's going to pump it up into here, into that hose. And then that hose is going to lead it into the well. And now I'm going to take a picture of how many gallons are in the tank and what time it is. And then I'll know how much it's putting down, and how much I'm putting down, and how much I've been wanting to put down, how much I do want to put down. And right here on this pump, weeds, these winter weeds grew everywhere. There's a plate here somewhere. It's supposed to be a plate here somewhere to tell me what it's set to. As long as the plate didn't come off. Not sure where that plate is. I'll have to find it. Okay, so the plate with the numbers is on this side, right here. And it's supposed to have a little arrow, a metal arrow on it here somewhere. But it looks to me like it might have been broken off of there or something. think it's right here is where it's, I think it's set right at the, yeah, it looks like it broke off, but it looks like it's right here. So it's set right to the 6. And this pump is I believe this is a 35 gallon per minute pump. Where does it say? I'm not sure where it says what gallon per minute the pump this is, but pretty sure it's a 35 gallon per minute pump. So I'm gonna do the calculations because I want to put about 800 gallons down in 50 hours. It's set to where I think I will need to have it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip that switch. I'm gonna bring my tools back away. It's probably gonna put out a little bit more than I want to, but that's fine. I can just always come and put more. Can always come back and put more fertilizer in the tank, and too much fertilizer, I mean, if I have to put in a little extra down, that ain't no big deal. I'll just make a little bit more crop. But I was gonna see now if I flip this switch, if it gives me power. Okay, I guess the pump has to be on. So let's try that. Let's turn the well on. No idea why it sprayed so much water. No idea why that is leaking. But let's turn the pump on. Let's see if it'll kick on. There it goes. See if it'll have the power to pump this fertilizer in there. Slowly pumping it. So I got a phone call, but now, I mean, it was a little bit airlocked, so, but I know everything runs, it's pumping and everything. So now I'm gonna go to the pivot, start my water, and start walking it. I'm gonna rush back over here, turn the pump on, and get all the air bubbles out of the hoses. Because if you have air bubbles in the hoses, then it'll airlock, and you won't be getting as much fertilizer down as you're needing to be getting. So, man, after I put this toolbox on this truck, it's a little bit swingy, but I love it. It's a smooth truck. Yeah, I'm gonna run to the pivot right quick, crank up the water, and then go back over there and turn the fertilizer pump on and try to get all the air bubbles out, and fertilizer should be started. And now I want to go about 50 hours. Right there, it's 50 hours. It's at 15%, so I want to put this thing to 15%. And well, I guess till it gets closer, I'll put it to. I got one fast motor on the pivot, so I cannot run it at 100 miles or at 100%. So I'm gonna walk it back and then slow it back down to 15. I have it on auto reverse, so as soon as it hits that stop there by that well, by that pump well, I mean the oil pump jack, and then it'll reverse itself. All right, so after I got it all done, this thing here is leaking. My check, not a check valve, it's just connects it, but there's a hole that blew through it right there. But I'm gonna see if it can't survive till I'm done fertilizing. The water's going that way, so fertilizer's getting pumped that way, so it should be fine. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's pumping fertilizer, as you can hear. Got all the air bubbles out. Got all the air bubbles out of there, so should be good to go. Got about 848 gallons, 843, 840 gallons of fertilizer. Pump's pumping. Now I'm gonna go get a grease gun and grease it and check it this evening to see if it's putting out too much or if it's putting out just the right amount. Probably can't see it on the gauge there, pressure gauge, but it's running a little bit on the high side. It's at 35 pounds of pressure, and so I went and squeezed all my wells a little bit more to hopefully bring that pressure down a little bit. I don't like running too high pressure, but it's a good thing that my pressure's gone up. I guess those rains that we got last year when we were trying to harvest helped the water level rise a little bit. We had a meeting, big old sandy land ag meeting is what they call it, and the pressure was up a little bit. You can tell the system is just now up to that stop, and so it's going to reverse itself now, and fertilizer's going. So I just got to go all the way along the system here, make sure all the nozzles are open, because when you're fertilizing it's pretty critical to get every nozzle to work where your wheat all gets fertilizer. So just gonna show you guys right quick yet. I do have it on 15%, and at 15.69% it's at 50.7 hours, so I will probably just speed it up to 16 because it is Thursday morning. Okay, and it is it's Thursday morning, and I want to get this watered in before Saturday because we're supposed to get some very cold weather coming in. Man, I was hoping it was gonna stay this nice from now on till summer, but you know, West Texas, our weather's nuts out here. We get 79 degrees one day, and then the next day high of 39 or something like that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. We are gonna be hauling away some steers to an auction, and I'm gonna try to film that. I hope I do film it, but yeah, I'll see if I film it. I hope I film it, hope I remember to, or hope I feel like it. I don't feel like vlogging all that much all the time, but when I do feel like it, I do vlog. So hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.